Don't go breaking my heart. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the channel. Good morning to y'all. I am getting ready to hop into our workflow, nice and quick. Don't go breaking my heart. Okay, we are just getting our stuff together, getting our dishes together. I'm just chopping up some parsley at the moment. I gotta grab my cherry tomatoes to put those in a tray and roast those off. For my asparagus. My chicken is done. My pasta is getting there. The sauce, I just finished doing the sauce for the pasta. And her rice is on the stove. So we're getting there. We are getting into our workflow for today. We got some greenery set up. I'm gonna go grab my cherry tomatoes and then I can season those, put those on a tray, and then we can get those in the oven with our asparagus and get ready to go. So. Don't seem to have any lovely trays, so you don't have to seem to have anything. Yeah, thank you. Oh, yeah. I'll take. You need this? Okay, I'll take this. I need my cherry tomatoes. What's going on with the shoulder? Slept on the wrong side?
No, my daughter, she always sleeps.
Alright, I'm just going to get some cherry tomatoes so I can roast that up and get that ready for our asparagus. So we got some stuff already in the oven. We got some stuff that we need to put in the oven as soon as we get a little bit more space. But other than that, we should be good to go. Welcome back to everyone in the stream. I hope everyone's having already a beautiful morning. I think I underslept, so I'm a little bit on edge, but it's all good. All right, so we have our cherry tomatoes here. We're just gonna find our olive oil. And we're just gonna, this is a little olive oil. And then we're gonna hit this with a little bit of spice. Just make sure we get it nicely coated on top. And just, you know, like you're playing dominoes, just shuffle it. And then you want to season it. Some season on top. Get a nice shuffle again. Make sure you get all those coatings all around. Now we're gonna throw these in the oven and get them nice and toasted with our asparagus that we got right beside us. I'm cooking something? What am I cooking? Our sweet potatoes still need some time. All right, we're at that point that I'm just waiting for things to come out of the oven right now. And once it does, I can start putting things in. I'll bring you guys over so you can see my rice. That's my lovely tomatoes. I should have made this my thumbnail because it's absolutely beautiful. This is our Parmesan asparagus. You got some spices on it already. You got some Parmesan cheese. And I'm starting off my day good because I've already cut this finger on a sharp can. So I gotta be careful with that. Our rice is over here. It's coming to a boil. We have our bay leaf. We have our cinnamon. We have a hint of salt in there as well. So once that comes to a boil, I'm just going to turn it down and let that cook for the next dish. So we got some stuff in the works. While that's done, I'm going to grab my chicken because my chicken is done. So I can get my chicken while I wait for everything else. So let me go grab my chicken.
I was. I say
All right, we got our chicken. I'll bring you guys over so you can see as I open it. Good morning to y'all. Good morning. I see some returning viewers. Good morning to you. Burnett. Good Bryant. Good morning. The Banks. Good morning. I don't understand why people don't put what they are roasting below. Season complete, then spread them on the pan. No, it's a process. All right, this is my chicken. So I'm gonna get that in our container. I usually do put things I'm roasting in a bowl and season it. It's just my space is a little bit limited and I'm using whatever space I got. So that means I didn't have a bowl at the moment, but it did get seasoned, right?
Are these done or not yet?
No, they need a little bit more time. I just checked them.
Why are you doing this?
I don't know. It's one of those days.
How many minutes before it's done?
You can just... Oh, my bone literally fell out of the chicken. You can just give it a squeeze and see if it's done. If it's hard, it's not done. If it's soft, it's done. Huh?
You mean this?
Oh, the mushrooms? Oh yeah, no. Gemma, do you have anything that's coming out the oven right now? Do you have anything that's coming out the oven right now?
Oh, yeah?
Yeah.
Okay. Can I put this one here?
I'm gonna buy them now. I cannot wait.
You can't go wrong with mushrooms anyway, so. Well, you can.
I cannot wait for Chef forever.
I will call you a mushroom connoisseur. I'll call you a mushroom connoisseur. No, I said connoisseur. A mushroom dinosaur? Anita, can you just restart that oven for me, please? Can you just restart that oven for me, please?
So, Anita, we're gonna prepare some mix tomorrow, you and me?
But yeah.
Alright, let me just grab my other tray of chicken. I try to answer I am at work, so I try to answer the comments when I can. But yeah, no problem. Just do remember that I am getting ready for my lunch service, so I'm running around grabbing ingredients, food, and stuff like that. So I will definitely try to get to the comment section when I can. I do appreciate everyone though taking a little bit of time to say hi, engaging with the comment section, taking a moment, you know. I do appreciate all of that. I don't take it for granted, but it's just the unfortunate situation that I don't have somebody following me around with a camera. I just have me, and I have a ton of food to put out in a short period of time. So today we roasted our chicken a little bit longer than we did yesterday, so we got a nice bit of color on it. And coupled with the sauce we got going on here is nice orange in color from the paprika, the smoked paprika that we used to marinate the chicken as well. And from everything that we add into the sauce, like the bell peppers and everything else. All right. So, pour the sauce over our chicken. I want to make sure this is basically in sauce. Now that we found love, what are we gonna do with it? Alright, our mushrooms is just about there as well, so we can get that after. So with this, we're just gonna sprinkle some light chives on here. Alright, that's our chicken. Gloria, welcome to the stream, welcome to the chat. Thank you for stopping, saying hi. Alright, so I'm gonna put that in our hot area, and then we can get to our next dish on the menu. No school on Friday? That's a happy time, huh? Very superstitious, writing on the wall. Very superstitious. Writing on the wall. There's my oven going off. If you hear that loud beep, I do apologize, but that's just one of her make sure you don't burn things feature. Okay. Gemma, I saw a skit. That's what I saw. I saw a skit last night. This woman was laying on her couch, right? And I guess she had two dogs. One was in the bedroom and one was laying on her lap. And then the camera shows like something runs through the wall, right?
Yeah.
Like through the wall, through the picture frame. And then you see the dog runs out. We're scared of for his life. Yeah, right? But the girl didn't know what was going on because she was like, why are you freaking out, right? All right, I'm just gonna give this a wipe down. And then we are gonna get our pasta. So we're gonna use these bowls right here for our pasta. Pauline, looks delicious. Thank you very much. I appreciate that. We're getting there. Right, and the sauce itself is pretty nice, and you get the smokiness and that hint of spiciness from the paprika from when we marinate the chicken as well. So that is good. And Laura, welcome as well. And Donna, welcome as well. My grandson is a chef at a private school. He makes unbelievable, enormous amount of food, so I know they're extremely busy. Yes, I am. At the current moment, I am extremely busy trying to get everything cooked and not burn all my food while I'm trying to explain to everyone what's going on. So now I'm gonna grab my mushrooms. Can you tell where Anita got in here?
I know. Almost up.
Right? All right, our mushrooms just came out of the oven. Let me put my tomatoes and my asparagus in the oven as well. And I can also probably take out my sweet potato and let them cool down while my rice is cooking. Yeah, our sweet potato is most definitely done. And then I can go get my salmon. It's also coming out in a second. Everything wants to come out at the same time. Okay, for these mushrooms, I'm gonna split these into the two bowls that I have here. Okay. So we got our mushrooms. Now let me just grab my pasta and we should be good to go. Very superficial, writing on the wall. Alright, we got our pasta here. I'm gonna split it in between two bowls and we're gonna eventually bring them together. But for now, this is what we are going to do. Let me grab our sauce for this. Mondays is always the test phase because people don't know how it tastes, so they're not gonna initially go for it at first. All right, we have our creamy miso pasta sauce that literally just finished a little bit ago, so we're gonna pour that on top. And we're gonna mix that up. And I'll explain to you what I have in here in a second. Alright, so let me put some parsley. So in this dish we have, the sauce is comprised of some garlic, shallots, butter, heavy cream, miso, Parmesan cheese, salt and pepper, a little pasta water. You can also put some chili flakes in there as well. So I'm gonna grab a tongue. Just give this a nice mix because this thing literally wants to burn my hand off. So I'm just gonna give that a toss. And at this point, we can add them together. So now we have more space to work around with. Gonna change my gloves so I can grab the other containers to put them in. All right, here we go. Let's grab 2 of these. I'm gonna grab my ladle and put this pasta in. Make sure you mix it well to get all that arugula everywhere. And mix it well so you can get all the mushroom evenly distributed throughout the pasta as well. we're almost done. I kind of gotta do this a little bit quick because I do have stuff that's delicate in the oven and I don't want to overcook them. So, okay. It's done. We're gonna take a little bit of that sauce and pour it over top. Because this is going to be kept in a warming area and we don't want the sauce to dry out and you have a nice dry pasta when you get it. We're going to keep it nice and saucy. I'm walking on sunshine. All right, that's good. Now, me and my messy self is gonna wipe down a little bit around. Let me add a finishing touch to this. We have our Parmesan cheese, a little bit more on top. There is Parmesan cheese in the sauce, but we're gonna add a little bit more on top. Never go wrong with more Parmesan cheese. That's all I'm saying. And then we're gonna finish with some parsley on top. All right, that's good. Let's see what we got here. All right, on to the next. On to the next. I'm gonna take this away and I'll be back. Oh, shut up. Behind, very high. Okay. You got a customer. Get rid of this. Cheryl, sorry. All right, our salmon's coming out the oven right now. So our salmon, then our asparagus. Let me just wipe down my mess a little bit. I'm rushing and it's getting a little bit crazy over there. So we got cheese, we got parsley everywhere. All right, I feel better about this. Let's get to it. Next is gonna be our salmon. We're gonna split the salmon into 2 containers. And we got a brilliant, nice curry sauce for our salmon. Asparagus are nicely cooked too. Okay. This is a nice roasted salmon right here. You guys will get a better look as I'm putting it in the containers. So you bear with me. Better than all the rest. All right, here we go. Oosh. Talk about space much. 1 second. be a little bit gentle with this because it just came out of the oven. That means the proteins haven't really had time to settle. So it's going to be a little bit delicate, like that one that just broke. Yes. Alright, let me get rid of this one real quick. Oh wait, grab my other tray. I have 3 trays in total of these lovely salmons. So we're gonna split them across these 2 containers, and then we're gonna put our sauce on there and finish it up with a little bit of garnish. And the spices that's on top of these salmons, just a little blend of just a little bit blend of different spices plus smoked paprika. Give that a little bit of smokiness as well. Some curry powder. For the sauce is a curry, coconut curry sauce. You guys almost fell because of space. It was bringing us back up. All right. So, oh, that one broke. Like I said, I didn't let the protein settle. I just brought them out of the oven. So mistakes are going to happen a little bit. These are very hot. All right, let's get this out of the way. Everything? Everything from China. So even our clothes from next week from China. All right, very hot behind. Hot, 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 hot. Thank you. Just grab a few things and I can finish up the salmon. How are you? Not bad. All right. Claire, welcome to the chat. Thank you for stopping by and saying hi. Let me go get our sauce or our salmon so we can finish that. Color making, heartbreaking. What is it gonna be? Don't let go. Okay, we have our curry sauce here. A nice coconut curry. And we're just gonna put that all on our salmon. And now in a more traditional kitchen, I would cook the salmon down in its sauce, like on the stove top, or sear it on the stove top, pour a sauce on, finish it in the oven, something like that deal. But this is not that type of setting. So in this setting, I kind of just cooked off my salmon with the spices, and then we're just gonna let it pour this lovely sauce on top, and then we're just gonna let it sit in that sauce and take in all those flavors. Let that sauce soak up in our salmon. So hence this cooking method. Because we don't have a traditional stovetop, so everything I cook is gonna have to be in the oven if I'm doing it for a large quantity of people. So that is that. And now I do believe we have some green onions sitting around somewhere. I'm gonna put a little bit of green onion on top. Then we're gonna throw a little chives on top. And that is our salmon. All right, let us take that away, and then we'll come back for our next dish. Behind, hot. Thank you. All right. Very hot behind. Okay, that is another one down. Let's get our asparagus out the oven. It's not really, the oven's not really on for it right now, but I feel like this one might be a tad overcooked, since it took me a little longer to get to it than I would needed. All right, let's grab this. Got our tomatoes, just came out. Got a roasted asparagus with the Parmesan cheese and spices. All right, let's get down to business. So first things first, and add a bottom layer. Now these asparaguses are a little bit thinner than what I'm used to, but unfortunately that's all they had. So I'm gonna have to work with what they had. All right, so we have a little bit of that. Over tomato. Put tomato on top. Try to be gentle with your tomatoes if you don't want to squish them. And then, just gonna repeat that process. little bit more tomatoes on top. When we fell in love, do you remember the time we first met, girl? Oh, when we fell in love, remember? All right. Now we can finish with our rest of our tomatoes on top. Do you remember? Runaway tomatoes. In the back of my mind, remember the time, oh, when we fell in love. You remember the time we first met, girl. Thank you. Remember my baby. Sorry, got a little bit of Michael Jackson in the background, and it's making me sing. So I cannot be blamed for this. All right, so this is done. Sorry, lovely asparagus. I'm gonna take that to our hot area. And we'll be back with our next dish. Remember the time. You remember the time when we fell in love. My baby, remember the time. Oh. Okay. So next, we gotta make sure our rice is cooked. Victory. What about us? All right, our rice is cooked. It's nice and hot. So rice. You can see what's going on in here. In here we got some bay leaf, we got some cinnamon, we got a little bit of salt. We're gonna take those out, we're gonna fluff the rice, and then we're gonna put it with the rest of our mix. So here we go. And let me get some gloves. What about us, girl? Okay, I'm gonna remove our cinnamon. Remove our bay leaf. And then we're just gonna fluff it a little bit just to release some more of that heat, because I'm gonna need it for to be a little bit cooler when I go to mix everything together. All right. Do you think they're playing more Michael Jackson songs now because the movie's coming out?
What movie is that?
The Michael Jackson movie.
Oh, the life of Michael Jackson?
Yeah. I wonder if they're gonna get into like full detail, or they're just gonna focus on just his music.
Yeah. Have you seen the movie? No, it's documentary. Michael Jordan.
Michael Jordan?
Yeah.
No, actually I haven't seen. Yeah, no, I think I've seen something, but I don't think I've seen the one you're talking about.
The
Yeah.
one that's start. Because from the beginning, we became regular.
Yeah. All right, for our rice dish, we have in here, we have some dried cranberries, we have some roasted pecan, we have some red onions, and we have some green onions. I'm gonna put some parsley and chives in there as well. And then we're gonna add in our rice, give that a mix, add in our sweet potato, give that a mix, and we're gonna add in our vinaigrette. So let's get our rice in here. Where I can run, how fast as I can, and I won't run away. All right. Now, just gonna give that a nice little mix to incorporate everything. Just a little bit, and then I'm gonna get my vinaigrette so I can pour this on here. So give me a second. I know, I want to eat it too. How was the mushrooms?
I tried it, I didn't take more.
We saw your indentation. We saw your indentation in the tray.
Yeah, just cook them earlier.
All right, here we have a little balsamic vinaigrette. And you just want to pour that on top of your rice mixture. Now it's gonna give a ton of flavor to your dish. You can do this at home. It's very simple. All you need is rice. I'm using brown rice. You need some sweet potato. You can roast that up, and the rest is just cranberry, pecans, onions, the works. And then you just put in your vinaigrette, make a nice balsamic vinaigrette. You can add some balsamic reduction to it as well, if you don't want to add the whole vinegar part of it.
Other than that,
I mean, the oils and everything else, but. And then you just want to mix everything together. Make sure you get all the rice. I don't want to go too aggressive on the mixing because I want it not to be baby food when I'm done. All right. Now, I'm just gonna make a little hole in the center. So I'm gonna drop my sweet potato down there, and then I can mix it all together. A little hole, yeah. Moe, thank you for dropping by, saying hi. All right, so we're gonna drop our sweet potato in that hole, and then we're gonna mix everything together, and so we can finish this dish and get it up to our food area. As you can see, I'm slowed down a little bit more now because we are on our last dish to put up, and it's almost 11:30, so We are open on 11:30, so I am a good time. I'm like 2 minutes away from 11:30, so I am no longer in the stress area. I'm more in the relax, thinking about what I need to prep for tomorrow kind of phase right now. All right, we're gonna mix that up and then put that in our container. So let's bring this over here. Let's get rid of this guy. And bring it forward. And then we can fold those up. Just giving these a little mix up the sweet potato and everything in there, just off screen. I don't know if you guys can see me from this angle, but that's what we're doing. And now, I'm just gonna add this to our bowl. And one of the main reasons I love this dish is because of the color, the flavors, and it's just like it's like a warm hug. That's what it reminds me of when I make it and eat this one. It's like a warm reminds me of a warm hug. You get the sweet, you get the savory, you get the acidity, everything you ever wanted out of a meal. We're just gonna put some chives on here. And this is our rice. And I'm gonna take it away. So I put it to my hot food area. Now, if you've been watching us for a while, you know this is our last dish, and this is where we get into the prepping portions to prep for what's to come for tomorrow. So I understand if you guys don't want to stick around and watch that, but if you do want to see what else we have coming up, stay tuned. I'll try to keep it interesting. Every week our menu changes, and sometimes we do home dinners, so you guys can drop by the stream and our home dinner and see what's cooking. I should be doing one tonight. I'm making something very simple, very light and quick. So come join us for that. If you don't want to join me for the prep section of this stream today. So all the main food from our menu this is the last dish. So we're gonna get into the prep section of it now. So I appreciate everyone who joined me, everyone who commented. You guys are amazing. Stay fabulous, stay warm, stay safe. I'm gonna take this and give it to our hot section. Oh yeah. Last but not least, Gemma. Anita, may I get in? Oh, thank you. Ow. Oh, did you see that shot? That was 1 point, by the way.
Bring less.
Okay. I'm just carving up some space in my hot area so I can put my food down. Alright, my work here is done. Can I go home? Yes. Alright, let me get a little bit of wipe down. I do have a pot that I need to get on the stove because I have some chicken broth I need to, some bone broth, chicken bone broth I need to attend to. And then I gotta prep some more chicken on top of that. So now with the this is our menu if you guys haven't already seen it. It looks better than last week's menu with the little corners. Today I have a little bit of maple leaf. I got some guitar. I got this nice little outdoor tent for, you know, that dinner service. You got the moonlit up top with the stars. And you got a little, like, over branching leaves coming down. I don't know, I thought it was cute. But that's it. Now we have this lovely thing right here. We have our chicken bones. We have our Parmesan pieces in here. So I'm gonna go get my Mirepoix and stuff to put in here to start my bone broth. So if you guys are sticking around, you know the drill. I'm gonna have to put you down here and while I go get my ingredients, and I'll bring you back up when I come back. So I need my basket so I can grab these things to begin with. The oven is calling you. Nah. Our food area is starting to get some people. That's good. Very good. Usually they come like around, the majority comes around 12 o'clock, but right now we have people showing up already. That means the word of mouth spread since yesterday. That is pretty good. All right, got some garlic for menu. Let me just go grab the rest. some celery. Got you. Some ginger should be alright. Put you in there as well. Got some onions. You guys are massive. Holy. And we need some carrots.
I used to eat them on my hand like this. And we're able to just kind of wrap it.
Some lemongrass.
Does that make sense? I used to put it on. I would have it like this.
Alright, I think we have everything we need. We are on our way back. Oh no, we need some tomato paste as well, so I'm gonna grab that real quick. Susanna.
Good. You still here?
Ritz.
No, I don't want to shop there.
Bento.
Yes.
Would you like some lemongrass?
Oh, yeah.
Okay, we got some stuff. We have some stuff. All right, let's bring everyone back up. So that's a trend to the prep section of this stream. There's gonna be a lot of me bringing you down to the spot because I need to step away and grab some ingredients and come back. You know, and once I come back, I'll bring you guys back up. It's just I give and go. It's just how it's gonna, our dynamic is gonna work. Right? It's the only way is if I do that. But other than that, we're good. All right, so we got some loveliness. We got some sexy lemongrass. Anytime I cook with lemongrass, I'm happy because the aroma of lemongrass is absolutely beautiful. We have some carrots. We have some tomato paste. We have a chunky ass onion. And if you don't believe me, it's chunky. Let's do a comparison. And that's your comparison. Right? And we got some ginger. We got some celery. We got some bay leaf. And I think we're golden for now. Yeah. Let's wash these guys up real quick. Stella. Before I wash the celery, I want to cut it open because that bottom seems to always want to keep all the dirt into it, and I'm trying to get rid of the dirt. Oh, that reminds me, later today I gotta make some, later at home, I gotta make my ginger shot again. So I will be doing that. If you guys missed that last stream, making some of our nice homemade ginger shot. I think the only thing we didn't get, oh no we did actually, yeah. I think we have everything to make our ginger shot at home, so I will be making that. If you want to see that stream a little bit later today. Alright, everything is nicely washed. Put our onions over here. Let's roll up these sleeves because they're becoming a nuisance. I don't need to have food all over my sleeves. And it's not that cold out, so I can sacrifice my arms out there. Okay, first things first, we're gonna do our lemongrass. They're pretty tall, eh? Cut them down to size. Use the back of our knife to bruise them. Just turn you guys just for a little bit. Use the back of our knife to bruise them up to release those aromas and release more of the flavor from the lemongrass. Do that whenever you're cooking with lemongrass. Don't just throw it in your pot. You want to beat it up a little bit. I know that's harsh word, but you essentially want to tenderize it. I don't think beaten up was the word I was looking for. Tenderize was the word I was looking for. You want to tenderize your lemongrass a little bit, then put that in your pot. You're going to take your wash celery. You want to take off all these leaves. I need a container to put my scraps in. Let me just grab that real quick. Our scraps is going to go in that one. So we're going to take off all these leaves because we don't want them in our broth. But if you're at home or something, you can use them, throw them in your salad. If you're making a nice salad, you can throw these in, the leaves in with it, but I do not want them in my bone broth. Alright, so now we're just gonna adjust your guys' angle. And then we're just gonna roughly chop these nice big chunks. And these go into the pot. Carrots, trim the ends. You don't need to peel them, just give them a nice wash. And large chunks. And then they go into the pot. Then we got our ginger. Same thing, don't need to peel it. You just make sure it's nicely washed. And we'll throw that into the pot. What you got there?
I'm a monster chicken.
We're gonna take some of our bay leaf. I'm gonna throw that into our pot as well. Yeah, if you have some whole peppercorn, you can throw that in as well. Get our onions going. And this is something that we're gonna do twice a week. for the bone broth. We're gonna clean our chicken. We're gonna do our bone broth. Every time we clean a chicken, we're gonna do a bone broth. Today we gotta clean more chicken so we can get it marinated for tomorrow and Friday because we're not here on Thursdays usually. So we're gonna clean more chicken and we're gonna have more bones from when we come tomorrow, so we can also do that one.
Yes,
Sometimes
it does. First impression.
What if the cover is full of stains? All right, you got your onion. See, you can, look at the difference of the onion. Why is this one so massive? All those hormones. It's crazy. We're just gonna roughly chop these. Put that in our pot as well.
one day I might get her coffee if I start early. If I start early from on time. Just to remind her.
And we got some garlic. Take a nice handful of garlic. And we're just gonna trim off the edge, crush these. Okay, don't need to. Just gonna crush these and throw these in the pot. Now, if you're doing something like this at home, obviously you're gonna use a little less ingredients than what I'm using right now. And now we're gonna take our tomato paste and we're gonna add that in. You do not want to add any salt or pepper to this pot. I mean, any salt. You can add, like I said, peppercorns, but you don't want to add no salt to this pot while making your bone broth. It's something you want to do at the very end. It's all right, so the paste is in. Now we're gonna fill up our pot with water and we're gonna cover it and we're gonna bring that to a boil. After it comes to a boil, we're gonna put it out to a simmer and let it cook for about 35 minutes to an hour, 45 minutes to an hour. And that's then we'll season it, and that's basically the base of our chicken bone broth right here for our soup section. So that's what it looks like right now. I'll show you once I fill it up with water what it looks like. You want to start off with cold water. Oh, it's not good. Turn around. All right, let's bring you guys up so you can take a look in my pot. So that's what it is right now. So I'm gonna cover this and we're gonna bring that to a boil, bring that to a simmer, and In the meantime, we're gonna get to some other prep. I'm gonna grab my chicken so I can butcher that and marinate it with our paprika for tomorrow. And later on, I would have to cook my pasta because we're currently using this pot for our bone broth. All right, let me do a nice switch over. And let me gather everything that I need. Behind the van.
For sure, for the student, it's gonna be.
Oh yeah. One is coming, I think 2:30. One is coming 3, and then 1:05. Just that is good. As long as we take lunches one by one. The Cheryl is here. Laura is here.
Turn around. Woo. Just want to sharpen this knife a little bit more so it makes my life easier when cutting up the chicken. All right, so knife is sharp. Just need a container to put our bones in, put our strings in. This is gonna be for our bones. We'll put you over here, put you here. We're just doing a switching over to cut up our chickens now for our prep for tomorrow. Get our containers ready to go for when we marinate. Get our bowls ready to put our chicken in to marinate it in. and then we can start. So I can run as fast as I can in the middle of nowhere, middle of my frustrated feet. Now, in a traditional kitchen, if you're doing something like this, you usually have a couple people doing your prep work, a couple people doing the service for cooking for the restaurant or something like that. But this is not that type of setting, so I get to put out the food and then come back and do my lovely prep. And
I made a small mess.
okay,
Sorry.
Gemma. Gemma, Gemma, the soup area is in this. I don't know. All right, you guys know the drill. I'm gonna have to bring you guys down while I go get my chicken. You guys can hang out around here until I go grab my chicken. So come back and prep it. I'll be right back. All right. When I come back, I'll bring you guys back up to continue this journey.
I don't know what I did to the... Sorry.
No worries.
This is considered small, right?
That's the... Is from the first one? Yeah, that's the small. Behind.
Crackers or bread to go with it?
No crackers or bread. No, sorry. You can check our bakery department though. You can check the bakery. All right, not even listening. Not even listening. If I go to the back, am I gonna find burrata chicken?
That I don't know. When
Okay.
Gigi's here, I'm not in charge of chicken.
All right. Sorry, ladies.
Are you guys ever gonna make the tomato pepper again?
I honestly couldn't tell you because they don't have a schedule to when they release what soup.
Oh, they don't.
So it's pretty much random.
Yeah, that's my favorite one.
Yeah.
Let me see the Moroccan night vegetable.
But I can run as fast as I can to the middle of the middle of my frustrated fears, and I swear, just like a bill, you're making me better. You're making me better. we got a chicken and we're making our way back. Sorry. Shh. Gemma, can you lift this up for a sec? I don't know, I saw your hands dirty. All right. That was a workout and a half. All right, ladies and gents. I know, I told you I'll be right back with the chicken, but I'm gonna have to leave you for another extra second because I need to run to the washroom because I'm only human. I'm gonna use the washroom and then I'll be back. I'm gonna leave. Make sure I don't take the mic with me, so I'll leave you guys here. Yeah, just hang out, talk to your fellow YouTubers in the chat, and I'll be right back. gosh, why are you so strong? I mean, it's good, but god dang, you are strong. All right, we are back, ladies and gentlemen. So I'll bring you guys back up. Thank you for your patience while I run and do my business. Let's bring you guys back up to functional height. I just came from using the washroom, and I can tell you that the music in that place is bumping. Oh my gosh, the music was so good. It was like a nightclub in there. I didn't want to leave. It's remind you, it is a public washroom, but oh, the music was on point. All right, let me get some gloves on. So. Ooh. We don't, sorry. You can check the bakery though. They have some loose breads and stuff over there. Yeah. No worries. Alright, time for our chicken. Dang. Alright. I need a true container for my bones. Let's get rid of these little feathers. Whoa. Butcher away, shall we? Huh, no, that's not where you're supposed to go. I'm going in our bowl. I'm losing focus already. I think I'm thinking about the music from the washroom. Oh, the El Toileto. So for some days you get these chickens that you can work with, not a problem. But other days you get these chickens where it's so super cold that every time you touch it, your finger freezes over. These ones just right, or maybe it's just not that cold outside. That's probably why. That is why we sharpen up our knife before we started, so we can confidently get through some of these bones that are lingering around here. Super clean. Our lineup is not as crazy as it was yesterday, but it's getting there. For our hot food area. Yeah, yeah, yeah. And for our chicken marinades, all we're gonna do is we're gonna have a little bit of lovely olive oil, and you're gonna glaze our chicken with some olive oil, and then we are going to just coat it all in some lovely smoked paprika. And that's it. That's legit. That's it. It's gonna be delicious. I wonder if we have any Americans or Canadians in the stream right now. I think you guys have Olympic hockey game going on today. 2 o'clock, I believe. The women's Olympic hockey. I think I'm correct on that. Who do you guys think is going to win? It's not a trick question. Just generally curious to know who's going to win. Because I won't be able to watch as I'm here playing around with my chicken. I think prep-wise we're looking pretty good today. We did a ton of extra work to get some of our sauces done. We just got to do some extra vegetable work, and then it should be in good standing. So today should be a nice, relaxing, straightforward prep day for us. And those days when you don't have to stress about everything, that's always a good day. I welcome those days every now and then. Other days you can't. Okay, you remember when I said it was slow steady for our hot food section? It wasn't that bad. We now have a massive lineup. So Madge, how you liking our lineup? The party has begun, yes. And if you're just joining us on the stream, we put out a bunch of lovely food earlier in the stream. We are in our prep section of the stream. So it might get a little excited. It might just be nice, relaxing, and chill. But I do appreciate you taking the time out your day to come by and check us out. And our motto is we will try to keep it interesting, so keep watching us. We have some stuff going on later on tonight. I have a nice little dinner I think I have planned out in my head, but we'll see if it comes to fruition. And you can also hit that notification button so you'll know when we go live for that tonight. We're all going to be making some ginger shot on top of everything else. And it's just going to be a nice chill vibe. Come out and cook with us. I think our last stream was pretty nice. We did some homemade pizza. You can go back and see that one. Turned out very deliciously. Now, if you were there for that homemade pizza stream, I am gonna give you a little bit of information on that. So the pizza we did with the store-bought pizza dough, it was well and fine, but I think we got a ton of flavor out of from the dough that we did. It was more of a bread flour dough that we did. That she did. I shouldn't say we did. I was just a dishwasher. I was just a helper on that day. But that one turned out very good, fluffy, nice. The crust was not too crispy, but it was definitely delicious. The sauce that we used for that and the toppings, absolutely on point. For the pesto one, I just think that we needed a little bit more, maybe a little bit more cheese, a little bit more flavor on that one. Those were the store-bought ones. The store-bought dough that we did, and we did the toppings with the pesto and veggies, and I think we did salami as well on one of them. That one turned it okay. It was okay, but I think we needed to put a little bit more flavor in maybe the pesto itself, or just added more cheese, or just maybe added a different type of cheese, maybe some Parmesan maybe, and that would have brought out the flavor even more. But all in all, it turned out very good. So if you guys didn't was there to join us for that stream, that's a little bit of update on that one. All right. I think for tonight's dinner, we're going a little bit down that Asian culture. So we'll see what we make up. The only thing I can give away is that we're going to be utilizing some of that honey garlic sauce that I brought home the other day. That was pretty good. So we're going to be utilizing that in our dinner tonight. Everything else to go in there is going to be up in the air. So if you want to see that, come join us later today. Other than that, we are just here prepping our life away. And if you happen to get hit with any of our lovely YouTube ads, I do apologize. There's not much I can do about that on that front. So do sorry, but I do appreciate you guys being here, hanging out with me on this lovely Tuesday afternoon. Yeah, Tuesday afternoon. And I hope a majority of you are not affected by what's going on in the economy right now. I hope everybody has their jobs still. Nobody got laid off or anything like that. I know that there's a lot of that going around. I know there's a lot of difficulty finding jobs and stuff right now. So if you are one of those people, I kind of hope there's better days ahead for a lot of those people. So it's just unfortunate what's going on in the world at this time. Because even I know I have a family member that was looking for a job, and it was extremely difficult to even find a good part-time job. So I can imagine if you're looking for something full-time to support yourself, I know how frustrating that could be. Thomas says hi down in the chat. Appreciate you. Thank you for taking the time and stopping by. I wish I had like a light or something that kind of pops up just whenever somebody comments. Because right now my eyes are focusing on not cutting fingers in this prep session. So I try to get to the chat when I can. But thank you for stopping by. Thank you for saying hi. Appreciate it. I know sometimes I can ramble on some of these streams. I'm just trying to keep it entertaining throughout some of these prep sessions, the best I can, at least. Like earlier, I think I was telling one of my coworkers about a skit I saw about a woman and her two dogs in their apartment. I don't know, like obviously it was more, I think it was like an AI thing, but this woman was basically on her couch with one of her dogs just napping. And I would think it's like a ghost figure kind of was like running, I guess, away from something, and it ran through the walls in the picture. And her other dog was in the room that this figure ran into. And all you see is this dog run out of this room for his life, scared the woman on the couch with the other dog. She was like, what is happening? But this dog's like, I'm not stopping for nobody. And I was like, that is wild and funny at the same time.
Yeah, just ask her.
What you need? You want a tray? That is $5.
Hey, don't start that. I'm gonna have to charge you.
Hey, put it on my tab, bro.
I hope you pay better than Sean does.
You would think so. But yeah, that is my story of the day right there. Yeah. You want soy sauce as well? No, never mind. All right, we're halfway through our box of chicken. We're getting there, slowly but surely. And then we can get on to our next adventures. I feel like I'm gonna have to leave cooking the pasta till the very end because my pot with my bone broth has yet to come to a boil, and that is gonna take a majority of the time. And as usual, I've asked these questions before to everyone on the stream. What's your favorite comfort food? I'd love to know. Put it down in the comment section. And maybe I'll put it on their menu and cook it one day. For this place or at home. We'll see. My comfort food is basically calamari. Deep fried calamari. You can never go wrong, but that's only if you like squid. I can sit there and eat that thing for days. Got about 5 more chickens. 5 more chickens to go. Yeah, for sure. You can grab it. Last night I didn't have the answer. Lately, so anyone is interested, I've been watching this TV show. I've been pretty much me and the girlfriend's been basically binge watching this TV show called, I don't know if you guys have seen that show, Traders. Is pretty entertaining for TV, at least I think so. Sometimes it can be frustrating, but it can definitely be entertaining. I find myself binge watching every nation now that has it. There's the Canadian one, there's the States one, there's the Australian one, and I think there's another one that I haven't gone into yet, but I've been watching the Australian one right now. And it is, the way people react to certain things is absolutely comical when you get into certain situations, but I thought it's fun. I'm not promoting the show in any way, I just thought it was give you guys a little insight of what I've been entertained by for this past couple of days. And all these bones that I'm saving, I'm using it for my nice batches of chicken bone broth. We only have one batch on the stove right now. This is gonna, hopefully I can finish that batch today, and then I can get this one on the stove tomorrow. And that is the goal anyways. Ooh, that was alright, that was a bad cut. Alright, 2 more chickens. I don't think I'm gonna make this one a very long stream today because I want to, save some of you guys' sanity for a little bit later on. No, it's just I'm gonna want to go for my try to go for all my breaks and my lunch today. So I don't think I'll try you guys on for 3 to 5 hours. I think we are about almost 2 hours into this live stream so far, and I don't think I will get to 3 hours today. Like I said, I would like to take my lunch and my break as well because I'm only human. As much as I would love to stand here and prep and try to entertain you guys forever, I like my peace and sanity as well. And we are down to our last chicken. That's the last one. And then we can marinate it. I'm looking forward to that. It is quite busy over there at the hot food section. I'm so happy I don't have to really serve. I just gotta make her menu, put up her food, and we're good. It does get hectic over there sometimes. People literally bite your arm off. All right, that's our last chicken. Let's get back into order. Let's get everything cleaned up so we can marinate.
Sorry guys.
You said guys, I'm one person.
Sorry. Did you know that's your name from now on?
Person?
Not calling you chef. Only person.
All right. Okay. Ooh. All right, let me push you guys back so I can get this area organized. Sorry. Can I? Thanks.
Sorry, person behind you. Can I do this?
Get on up. All right. Here are chicken wonders of the world. Ooh, welcome. What's that? Welcome, Kim. Welcome, Kamika. I think that's what that says. Welcome to the chat. I appreciate the join. Appreciate the love. I am going to get me some olive oil so I can start marinating this lovely chicken that we have here. We have our lovely smoked paprika. I'm excited. Oh, just opening up this lid, just make it, the aroma spreads everywhere. So, I'm gonna have to get a couple pairs of gloves on here before I start this. It's gonna get messy. I'm gonna probably take off my watch for this because it's gonna also get messy. And now, let's grab our olive oil so we can get nice and all right. So first things first. Olive oil. Then I'm gonna give that a nice toss just to glaze all our chicken. Bring you guys over a little bit more because I don't want any of this to splash on my camera. Because cleanup is ruthless. So you ever had moisture in any of your charging ports for your phone or anything like that, you know that stuff is not nice to deal with. Your phone doesn't know how to react with it. Alright, so now we're gonna take that smoked paprika and kind of spread it all over this lovely chicken of ours. Just rub that everywhere you possibly can. Hence the olive oil. The olive oil will help push all this smoked paprika everywhere in this chicken.
I'm in.
And you thought we were done. We are not. Because more smoked paprika. Hence what it's called Hungarian paprika chicken. Just want to make sure it gets in every cracks and crevices you possibly can. It's gonna add a ton of flavor when you go to cook this. A ton of smokiness as well. Just when we thought we were done, add in more smoked paprika. And I promise we're done now. We're done. I do promise. And in a second, I'm gonna get somebody to come over here and stick their nose in it and smell it and get their reaction of how it smells just from the smoked paprika alone. Just make sure you get into these little spaces and definitely get some paprika in there. Gemma, can you smell this?
Yeah?
Can you smell this?
Smell?
Yeah, tell me what you think.
Maybe more?
No, it's just what it smells like.
Double.
It's smoked paprika.
Oh, this is the one you use?
Yeah. I should make some adobo though. Maybe I'll put that on my next menu. Some chicken adobo. Alright, so we are nicely, huh? I know. I did it before, you know.
I'll be the first.
Alright, so now we're gonna put these chickens in our container, wrap them up, and get them in our fridge to sit for the next 24 hours or so. To incorporate all those lovely flavors in there. And we gotta sanitize and wipe down our entire area. All right, let us begin. our other container. Alright, you can go here for a second. Let me grab this. And look at this color though, man. This color is so nice. Now, if you are Hungarian and you're like, that's not how you make this, you will be correct. This is not how you make this. I am using a different method of cooking it because I do not have a big ass stovetop that I can use to, you know, do this a nice stew down chicken like this. So instead, you see what I did earlier in the stream. I roasted my chicken, a little bit of more salt and pepper on top of the skin for more flavor. And we had our sauce already made separately, and we just we roasted it for that nice deep color from the smokiness from the paprika. And then we add our chicken back into one of these containers, pour our sauce on top, cover it, and then we braised it down in that sauce. So you'll see that the chicken is very nice and tender. And you saw earlier in the stream, I went to pick the chicken up and the bone literally fell out. So it's nice and tender when I do it, but it's not the traditional way. Just to let you know, if you're gonna beat me up in the comments and saying that that's not how the Hungarians do it. That's why it's called Hungarian style paprika chicken. Just a different method of cooking it. And plus, not everything has to be traditional, right? You gotta be able to explore and play around with your food. And that's how you discover and discover new things, build on top of whatever, build on top of things that's already come before you, you know, and that's how you also innovate. Of course, this is not like some fine dining restaurant where things are being innovated, but, you know, you can make a difference in the way you do things. Whoosh. It's like I'm always stuck in second gear. I'll be there for you. I feel like I should start a karaoke group. But then again, the only time I can do karaoke is if I'm inebriated in front of a big crowd of people. just label these guys up. Hey, today's the 10th. Look at me remembering the dates. All right. All right, I got some cleanup to do. So I say this to you, ladies and gents. I appreciate you guys taking the time to come and chill with me. I would go a little bit longer, but I think I'm gonna take a break for today. Go on my break and come back and finish up some of the stuff I have to do today. I appreciate you guys joining me. Appreciate you guys just chilling around and, you know, interacting with the comment section, saying hi. That being said, if you want to see what's cooking for dinner a little bit later tonight, come check us out for the live stream. So hit that notification so you know when we're going live. But until then, everyone stay warm, stay safe, and we'll see you on the next one. All right, take it easy and peace.